question is, pay attention, from where does boldness come from? I mean, why some people, and you know them, they just do things and take opportunities and change their lives, and others just, they don't have the courage to do it, okay? Well, boldness comes from a sense of feeling safe in our environment. When we don't have the courage to do something, it is because we are afraid. For example, if we as children learn that it's okay to make mistakes, then as adults we're sort of okay with the possibility of trial and error because we learned to take a risk and try new things. In other words, if we know that a mistake or a loss is not a catastrophe, we have the courage to try new things. Now, here is where this gets tricky. Many of us, you probably don't have a complete emotionally safe environment. Many of us were taught, directly or indirectly, that we need to do things perfectly. I mean, especially women, that mistakes mean failure, shame, and should be avoided. No wonder, right? I mean, with such ideas, it can be very hard to find the courage to take a risk. The good news is that you've grown up, so you can work on creating your safe internal environment, also known as confidence, and that will help you increase your courage levels. Remember, a mistake is only a learning opportunity. So if ever needs an opportunity to learn and to grow, I mean, why not give it a try? Make changes in your life. So, to increase your courage, number one, focus on the positive. Focus on the new things that you will learn and all the possibilities that you are going to have in your life. Number two, look for support in all your relationships. It helps a lot to have supportive friends and partners. People that can encourage you. And finally, number three, be self-compassionate. A mistake, it's a learning opportunity. That's all. Now, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel and share it. And don't forget to subscribe to my list if you want to start your business. Leave a comment below and tell me, do you have the courage to pursue your dream? I'll give you the answer. It's either yes, no, or I'm working on it. So thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.
Jack the Ripper versus Hannibal Lecter!
Boy, mate, pass the liquor. It's Jack the Ripper, Jack the Rapper. Following you way before the dawn of Twitter. I'm a human trigger warning through the night until the morning. When the light shines upon my crimes, you find it sick, appalling. An infamous, notorious delinquent. There's little more gory a thing than living in Victorian England. This is horrorcore. Beware if you're a common whore, or at late night you may find me knocking on your door. Not keen to leave until I'm knee deep in blood and gore. Your grieving family on their knees, we've been scrubbing floors. If the police need a lead, they know what they're looking for. My raps are like the way I eat my meat, bloody raw.
Yeah, you're a classic megalomania. You haven't mentioned me once in your entire battle rap. Pity your verse wasn't worth the trip in the jack. Quit jacking off in the track and put the lotion in the bastards. Catch what the illa serial killer can deliver. Rhymes finer than the Chianti I would pair with your liver. Cause the thought of your putrid flesh makes me wanna shiver. Cause your British body's covered in more piss than kitty litter. You stabbed women when they wouldn't give you attention, like a Penny Dreadful version of O.J. Simpson. But these days your nickname is all that's even known, and you didn't even come up with that shit on your own.
I'm real. You'll find me making vacancies in brothels, while you only exist inside the pages of a novel. You were kept for ages in the hovel, contained within a cage behind a locked door. While I never got caught. So who's the superior serial killer, Dr. Lecter? I'm still wanted. You're forgotten. People these days are watching Dexter. So God protect you from the hell I spread upon us. I'm terrorizing London. Fuck the 7-7 bombers.
No, Jack, you are doing fine before your ham-fisted attempt at a terrorist line. How typical of Jack the Ripper to chase a headline. Kick Ray Liotta's brain, ask him how I get mine. I'm the boom from the violence, a licensed psychiatrist, 2 times in highest society to the sound of violin. Don't get me wrong, I'd roast both your balls and my hibachi. But for a serial killer why you're as tasteless as a bowl of kashi. You prey on a prostitute and play with her body. I don't mind that you're naughty, Jack, I hate that you're sloppy. Barney, take me back to solitary confinement, cause this dirty little lamb has just been silenced.
Who won? Who's down? You decide!
You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kierstead.
I tell you where it's from. Africa. That's from where Ebola comes. West Side. It hides in the suitcase. 2 days later.
Now, I know about all that, but see, some of y'all came in late, so I'm going to stop the Ebola song, because you have to hear this new epic intro I did. Get your panties in a wad, because this is really good. Here it goes.
Listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kierstead.
What? Y'all don't know about Kevin? He's a bad man.
You're a dick, you know that, right? You're pure penis through and through.
Kid's fearless, fast as a heart attack. And the way he moves, dirty.
You're a failure, so you're swinging at everybody else.
You got him surrounded. Feeling good? Confident?
K-Tap, did your people put up a Christmas tree?
Christ is unhappy with my family.
Nope. Lights out. See, Gino, he's got moves that shouldn't even be legal.
Sia illegale, il signor.
Right as always, Gino. But Kevin don't care.
I'm gonna hurt
yeah,
your
but that's
feelings.
not funny.
I'm gonna
Like
bitch slap you.
Y'all want some beast mode, huh?
With some fucking intelligence tonight.
Beast mode? Nah, bro. It's Kevin mode.
Will somebody please tell these motherfuckers who trained the honey badger?
So a friendly word of advice. Y'all better keep eyes on this fool. This Kevin's the king. Kevin's unstoppable. Untouchable.
Yeah, now you like that. For those that missed, go ahead. Please be honest in the chat room. 1 to 10 scale, 10 being the best. Tell me how you rate that intro. I didn't work long on it, and yes, I stole something. Well, it was a funny commercial. I mean, I'm sitting there watching TV, and I see, y'all ain't heard about Kevin? I'm like, oh shit, let's see if this nigga knows who I am. And now Kevin, in commercial, is a bit of a blubbery guy. He's meant to represent your average gamer. Not really my thing, but, you know, the way he described Kevin, I said, that nigga's talking about me. And although the guy was black, I was thinking a nigga in the general term, the way Dave Chappelle used to use it, which is white people too. Yeah, 8, thank you. I keep wanting to call you Ali, because you wrote Despicable Ali, whereas everybody else calls you Ali Top or whatever. So if I get that wrong, forgive me, it is not intentional, but you know, Despicable Me rhymes with Despicable Ali, and Ali was one of my favorite boxers. But not real happy. Shubali says, I give it a 2 if Ali is standing in front of it. I give it a 9. I guess I can't blame you for that. But I could have done it better. I mean, I have to do a better one. You have to change these Ali is right good. You have to change these every 6 months or people think you're dead. So I went ahead and changed it. Guy did me one. I might rotate them once I get 4 or 5 intros, because Guy and I aren't afraid to run 6 fucking minute intros if we feel like it. The only reason I have so many listeners here tonight, that's Guy. He mentioned me on his show. I would normally have 2, and that's all right. Apocalypse says 8.5, that'll work. Appreciate that, by the way. Thank you, Apocalypse. I personally, the way it sounded to me, because it was about me, maybe there was a little teeny bit of ego involved, I would have given it a 9. I didn't have everything timed just right. You didn't know who I was attacking when I was attacking, so that really wasn't very informative. So I would have had to take some points off for that, but a decimal, tenths of points. Guy said you need to come or else. Well, it's, Guy, you don't want to get on his bad side. That's for damn sure. But this is what I love about Guy. The fact that I know that if somebody goes to his house to threaten him, he's coming out. He's coming out the front door. And he's fucking got, everything's going to happen. I'm the same way. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've had to have people literally ask me, nearly beg me, don't get in this fight. And for different reasons. Maybe they thought I'd lose. Maybe they thought I'd kill the guy. Adrenaline does funny things, but when you're an alpha male, deep down, I'm only alpha male in attack mode. When either my friends are going to be hurt or someone's going to try to hurt me. All the rest of the time, I'm not any of those 5 categories I shared earlier. I'm woodwork male. You know what woodwork male is? Chilling in the woodwork. The panel boards is where I sit, talking about, let me have a look. People that have heard me on the radio and then meet me in real life, they say, I expected you to talk a lot more. And my whole thing is I talk because I'm on a podcast. When I talk on the show, I have to talk. Have you ever heard a really slow show where somebody often says, let me think. And then you'll hear a 15-second break? Or, what am I going to play next? And then you'll hear a 10 or 15-second break? I'll hang myself. I will hang myself with paracord out the 3rd-story window. But no, not an average hanging. Nope. I will set up piano wire traps on the way down. So by the time I get to the bottom of the length of paracord, I probably have to use 2 or 3 strands because it doesn't have that shock force, 550 pounds. Now it sounds like cowpote. I'm talking too fast. No offense, cowpote. So that each one of my limbs would fall off and hit the ground separately. If I go out, if I kill myself, it is going to be glorious. It is going to be newsworthy. Live Leaks is going to feature it on there. Look at this motherfucker, how he done killed himself. I don't know if Live Leaks talks like that. It's just an assumption. But, yeah, I would. Cowpote's wife is alpha. I have heard that... Now, this is up to Cowpote to defend himself. Cowpote? Is that how y'all call him, or is it Cowpote? I used to say Cowpote because I don't know. But I went to one of his shows recently, and I perfectly well understood him. He was talking about sports, but he was going 2 million miles an hour, as usual. And he talked about some of the dicks here, and it's funny because... I don't know what News Guy's doing because I don't listen to his show. I have no idea what he's doing. But I do know, listening to other shows, that he's pissing a lot of people off here. Really, I appreciate that. Thank you, Ali. Appreciate that. It's not a great show, usually. My show is generally probing into new academic findings, so I tend to hang around psychology, figuring out human behavior, and then that's my big kind of interest. And then the other thing is like deep space and space exploration. So those are the things I talk about, and there's also a philosophy that intertwines, if you will, between those two fields, and I like to poke into that. There's no real right answer in philosophy, but you can ask anybody that's listened to the show for a while, which are all three or four people. I tend to trust the greatest minds that this species has ever produced. I think they rose to the top for a reason. So I take a Socrates and an Aristotle, who a lot of people hate, and a Kant, and a Johnson and a Jackson and a Cock. And were there any philosophers named Cock? Probably. Maybe C-A-C-K-E. I don't know. But I take that seriously. I'm like, let's talk about what they had to do. Rene Descartes had himself believing at one point that his hands didn't exist and that his mind was creating the illusion to satisfy itself because it depended on laws of physics to understand the world. To satisfy itself was drawing in his hands so that it would make sense that things were moving around. This fucker almost drove himself crazy for the name of science. I love you, Rene Descartes. That is all balls, brother. You flipped your own brain for us and said, have a look at this. God damn him. We don't have many heroes like that in philosophy anymore. I love dudes that'll do that. Thank you. Cut yourself open for science. Thank you, man. Some of us appreciate that. Most of us don't, unless it trickles down into pop philosophy. Kant had a cock. Yes, both one syllable too. We can go. Kevin is smart beyond most. Haha. Well, okay, Z. Andrew, who also is smart. I don't know if he's making a joke there or not. Maybe. But he always comes to my show. This is what I love about Andrew. When all that drama shit was going down a few months back, he's like, I'll make my own judgments. Share your story with me, Kev. Tell me the truth. Uh-oh, someone's calling? Is someone calling? Oh, I might have to call Guy Shea here. I forgot I got Skype working. Let me see if this shit works real quick. Where this motherfucker at? I'll dial their ass up, Guy. Don't think I won't. What's this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here he come. Here, where's the bitch? I'm not